try to call. I've been on my own for long enough. Maybe you could show me how to love. Maybe I'm going through withdrawals. You don't even have to do too much. You could turn me on with just a touch, baby. I look around and since it is cold and empty, no one's around to judge me. I can see clearly when you're gone. Oh, I said, ooh, I'm blinded by the lights. Oh, I can't sleep until I feel your touch. I said, ooh, I'm drowning in the night. Oh, when I love this, you're the one I trust. Okay, this is going to be a tutorial video. The rest, I'll post a link of the rest of that song, my full version of that song in the description. But I just wanted to do a sample of it up front to show you what you're getting into if you haven't seen my cover of this song. So this is my arrangement of the Weeknd's Blinding Lights. I'm going to try to take you through it step by step and also kind of break it down, you know, with some challenges for beginners that don't want to jump right into playing it exactly the way I did. So we'll start off with just the chords. Everybody needs to know this, but I'll have a little beginner challenge at the end of this too. So the first chord is just your standard E minor, capo on the first fret too. So it's really F minor, but I'll say everything as if there's no capo there. So E minor is the first chord, just your standard first finger, second fret of the A string, second finger, second fret of the D string, and then every string open. Okay, the next chord is a B minor, which if you're not interested in trying to play the melody at the same time, you can just play a normal B minor, look that up online. You know, just Google how to play B minor and you'll find a chord chart for it. But this way is actually easier anyway, if you're a beginner. And this is also how you get the melody notes in. So I'm actually playing a B minor 7 at 11, which is way simpler than it sounds. Basically, from E minor, you just take your second finger, move it down to the G string second fret. See that? So all you got is, you know, first finger staying there from E minor, second fret of the A string, open D, second fret of the G string, open B and open E. So next I'm playing D. I'm playing with a bar so that I can get the melody in. So I got a bar in the second fret, G, B and E strings. The bottom three strings are barred. And then I'm putting my middle finger on this third fret of the B string for a D. And then an A chord, A major, standard A major chord again. I play it like this. Usually I got second finger on the second fret of the D string, first finger, second fret of the G string, third finger, second fret of the B string. Trying to hold this over here. This light is bad, sorry about that. Next time I'll do something else. Okay. So, and then all those chords are for 2 bars, and then this one, at the end of that A major chord, there's that bass rundown that happens pretty much every time, that turnaround. All that is this is the last bar of the whole chord progression. Just A, then I grab this with my second finger, third fret of the E string, and then play like 3 or 4 strings, and then second fret of the E string. That's the bass rundown at the end of every phrase. So we got E minor, this B minor with the 11th added, D, and then A, and then A, if you're a beginner, you probably want to do this for a while. Play one chord for play on the downbeat every time a chord changes. So this is how I always taught beginners back when I was teaching guitar before COVID started. I just have you do this kind of thing. So basically, except for the last chord, the A, every chord goes on for 2 bars, which is 8 beats. So you can count to 4 twice for every chord. So the tempo is about there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'd go like this. If you're just starting out, do this until you get it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Change to B minor 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Change to D. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 to A. And then this one you count 1 bar. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, and 3, 4. So again. So yeah, if you're a beginner, you might want to stick with that for a while. And if that's easy for you, we'll move on to what the right hand is doing next. That's also what I used to do when I was teaching people. Break it down, get the left hand going first, and then do the right hand, maybe just on 1 chord. So we'll hold an E minor, and I'll show you what I'm doing to strum it. First things first, I'm doing like a percussive slap thing. I'm slapping the E string or the A string, like the low strings, into the frets. You know, if I'm not using a pick, I would just use my thumb. See that? Just so you get that click sound, which sounds like a snare, from one of the lower strings or both or whatever, just kind of slamming into that fret. When I'm using a pick, which I do for this song, I use like this part of my hands, and you know, on beats 2 and 4, I try to just slam the string down into the frets, but I don't want to hit all the strings. I just want to hit these top 2, because you want the harmony to keep going. So instead of this, that can sound kind of good, but you probably want the strings to be ringing out, so you get this. You know, so you get that snare sound and the rhythm keeps going. But the actual rhythm is going to be on an E minor chord again. Down, slap, up, down, tap, up, down, up, up. That's the whole thing. So I'm just going to cycle through that a few times really slow. And if you're watching this, you can play along until you kind of memorize it. Keep going over this over and over again until you start getting it, and then you can add the rest of the chord changes in. So practice that for a while till that becomes second nature, and you can do it. The tempo is about like this. Okay, step, whatever this is, probably step 3 now. Throw the changes in there. That's the whole phrase on each chord there. Down, up, down, up, down, up, up. And then change to B minor 7 at 11. Down. Sorry, let's just do this kind of like. is, let's see if we can get this light a little better. Yeah, I gotta do this in the daylight next time. Oh well, okay, so what it is, first the melody note is this open E. So you're gonna play the whole chord. And then the next one is pinky on the B string, 3rd fret. And then open E again. Then that note is your 3rd finger on the E string. And then open B. And then pinky on the 3rd fret again. So see that? Let me show that to you slow again. So just I'll say it out loud, the fret numbers again. Open, 3 on B, open, 3, open, 2nd fret E string, open B. You don't have to be too meticulous about only just getting down to the open B string there. You can just kind of play the whole chord. So then you just take the strum rhythm I was doing before. Do it one more time really slow so you can see how it lines up. Okay, and then you do the same thing, exact same thing. All you have to do is move your 2nd finger down the G string, 2nd fret. Do D with this bar, cross 3 strings, because you're going to reach your pinky up to what would be the 5th fret in regards to the cable is actually the 6th fret of the guitar, and then down, up, lifting the pinky off there, so you get this note instead after sharpening the melody, and then pinky on the B string, same fret, and then off. Do that twice, and then A. It's the easy part. We already know that, so that's it. So one time through everything really slow. I'm gonna try to get this looking as clear as possible. Let me get that. See if we can get some of the glare out of it. That's it. So I probably will upload this before I make a tab, but at some point I'll put a tab up as well. Tab and musical notation. But you can have at it with that. Hopefully that helps. So some other tips. If you're having a hard time, just take out the rhythmic slap thing. You can just go, you can maybe just do downstrokes. Just to, you know what I mean? Simplify as much as you can. Find the point where you can do it and then build up from that, right? The simplest thing you can do that, and then start adding things in. So yeah, hope that helps.
I'm going to try to do a few more tutorials. Next up will be my version of Gimme Shelter, which is the other one that got requested a couple of times. So I'll keep them coming. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.